Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. I thought I would just do like a chatty update type of video, and I didn't really have much of a plan to this video. I am thinking I'm gonna title it something like just update and quarter two, like favorites and what I've been using type of thing. So let's get started. In front of you right now, you see a whole bunch of journals and planners. It is now July 3rd, and my notebook, which is the Hobonichi cousin Aveo, here is complete. So I have no more entries available to use in this notebook, and therefore I need to move into the next journal, and that would be the later half of the year, which I decided to put in my Wuzhi Studio. I keep saying Wuzhi, it's Wuzhi Studio cover, and I love this cover because of its slim design and just how well it fits not just a A5 notebook, but even a Aveo, which is like a smaller, thinner notebook. It will fit this as well. So I really like it. I don't really use the pockets. These pockets are really slender. It seems like it would only really fit cards. I have no use for them, and I do like how they feel they're part of the design, so they don't feel like they need to be used. But yeah, so I'm really excited to jump back into this cover for the later half of the year. Hopefully, I will stay in this cover, but if not, that's okay too. And yeah, so I thought maybe I could show just a little bit of my Hobonichi cousin Aveo. I found this, which I want to use, and I'm going to put it into the other one, and then also my Galen leather blotting sheet, which comes in handy. So I decided to put like all the stickers that I got from orders and anything that I designed. So at the beginning of the year, I was still kind of doing Patreon. So I do have a couple stickers, which were my last stickers that I had designed. And then also the Traveler's Company sticker, and my first order from Mayfair Pens, my first order of this year from the shop in Netherlands. I can't think of it at the moment. And then Pen Chalet and Sojourner, and then those books, those sticker books you can buy from Amazon, the really large ones. This is a sticker from that book. So when it comes to the monthlies, I had some serious plans to really just focus on using my pen that came with the Hobonichi, and I still want to do the same thing with the later half of the year insert or notebook. It's just I'm gonna really push myself to use it. So I didn't use as much as I should have, but I have other areas where this information is documented. And then when it comes to the weeklies, I started off really good, and I was deciding to just draw instead of use stickers. And it didn't last very long. I just got incredibly busy. I wish I would have kept up with it. It upsets me that I couldn't keep up with it. But you know, I just need to get over it. I even attempted to add some stickers, which I prefer the look of just the pen over the stickers. So I will just keep the stickers for my journaling. And then there's no more of the weeklies. Every couple weeks I try to start again, but it doesn't last very long. I just get overwhelmed and I can't keep up with it. And then when it comes to the dailies, let's see, I did a Techo, was it Kaiki? And I intentionally wanted to just use the Hobonichi pen, but then I just couldn't. I couldn't because I just love my fountain pens too much. So eventually I got into my fountain pens, yes, in February, and thought maybe I'll just do the same color on 2 pages. And then that didn't really last very long. And then we just got really busy during the end of February. We ended up going to Disneyland, and I think that's just kind of threw us off. So things just started going to be, were missed. I have a lot of photos of us at Disneyland, and I didn't even do any journaling just because it was go, go, go. We had very limited time and we wanted to do as much as we could. And then back to journaling. So I think it was in March when I really picked it up again, and journaling every day. But around the time when I have family visiting, you could just tell that I would have blank spots or blank areas. So yeah, so it ended up being okay. I really picked it up in April as well. And then May and June have no empty pages, and it's just full of our adventures. So that's how this looks. Right now, I'm thinking I'm going to keep the journal in this notebook and move into my green one. I do want to add some stickers as I'm starting, and I'm going to put in these stickers because these are the ones that my husband gave me because he knows I like stickers. So whenever he places an order for anything and they come with stickers, sometimes a shoe order might come with stickers, or even like some things you get from Etsy will come with stickers, and he always gives them to me. So these are the first stickers that I have starting in July. And then I'm just gonna put that there, which fits just fine. And I think I'm set for that. A couple more things. I am using this as like a daily diary journal, and this is the B6 Slim Sojourner in the Roadrunner leather. And it is one of my favorite leathers just because it's so beautiful. It has the striations and it has pull up, and I've rolled this thing and it's like really beat up because I've used it nonstop for almost a year a few years ago, and then now I'm getting back into it, and just I have been toting this around. It's such a great size, so this just kind of comes with me everywhere. And I put like some old pictures of my family in here, and I do some swatching. I've done some fountain pen testing on here, and but I do journal in between all the other pages that I have. So yeah, so I am planning to take this with me if I'm traveling, and this will be like my daily journal. I am still using the Thinking of You planner. I need to catch up. I am up behind once again, And the nice thing is that even though my other notebook is changing to a different one, I still have some notebooks that haven't changed, which is great. So I need to catch up from last Sunday all the way until the end of June, and then write my end of the month summary, which is something I've been enjoying in this notebook. And then I would practically be caught up. One thing that I haven't been using as much as I have in previous years, and that is my Hobonichi weeks. And I use it on occasion. Usually I will pick it up when I have an appointment I need to remember, or I have to jot something down that comes to mind that I don't want to forget. But most of the time I forget, and I forget to jot it down. So I've been trying to make sure I have this with me on hand when I'm working throughout the day, so that I can, you know, whenever you think of something and you don't want to forget and you want to write it down, this is the notebook I want to use for that, including appointments and other important information. So I do have a lot of information in the back pages that I had set up at the beginning of the year, and I'm still going to be using this for that. So hopefully I can pick up and continue to use the pages for the remainder of the year. I do like to add a little bit of color and decor normally after the fact. This I did do in advance, and then it just ended up being a month or a week that I didn't use at all. And this one is not, this planner is not for documenting. It's mainly for actual planning. So that's why there's no point in me going back unless there's something that did happen that I should be aware of in the event that I need to have that reminder. Making appointments and things like that, or when was the last appointment, that would be something I need to keep in here so I don't forget for the next time. But other than that, this is mainly for real planning and like daily, weekly planning. So I keep that with me. Plus I have a lot of information in the back. Okay, so I don't know if I've talked about this, but this is the Superior Labor pouch that I got from an order, which I have not even put the video up yet. So it may come before this or after. And I'm still not sure how I want to use this entirely. Right now, I have a Sojourner postal pouch with stickers in it. I have, oh man, I forgot. I've been trying to pull together all of my fountain pens that are inked, and I end up finding another pouch that has pens in it that are inked. So here's another pen pouch from Franklin Christoph that has pens that are inked, and the Hobonichi pen, which I do plan to use for this last half of my Hobonichi. And I did bring some stamps, but I don't know if this is the best place to put stamps in this pouch. And then I have my Euroliku pouch, and these are really, really nice. I am this close to wanting to get the like pen pouch that has a zipper around it, but I just haven't done it yet. So in here, I actually just have some of my watercolor tins, and I need to put my other one in here as well. So I have this one, which I got from Amazon. I have a watercolor water brush and some smaller travel size watercolor brushes. And then here's my art toolkit that I wanted to fit in here as well. And because these things are pretty slim and don't take up a lot of room, it would fit perfect in here. And this can just be my water travel kit, my watercolor travel kit. So that's all I have in here at the moment. And actually, I'm just going to put these two back in here, and I got to keep this out for another video I want to do with you guys. And let's see. I am still using this pouch, the Porter pen case or pen pouch, and this is from Baumkuchen and Superior Labor. It is still like a really nice pen case, and I can't like leave the room without it. So I'm just setting that there. One thing I did recently find, and I knew it wasn't lost, but this is the, I want to say it's Waypoint leather. This is one of the original leathers from Chic Sparrow. And this was brown, and it almost looks like super dark brown. And it has that pull-up feature. So if I were to squish it, you can kind of see all that color variation. So this I found in my cabinet in my bathroom, and I was using it for traveling with for like my, you know, accessories and stuff for like hair stuff, hair care. But since I will be traveling soon, I pulled this out, and the only things that were left in there were like some old makeup that I shouldn't be using because it probably expired. So I kind of threw everything away. I had some pens that weren't working, and I threw those away. But now I have this lovely pen pouch that is actually the very first leather pen pouch I ever got from Chic Sparrow. And this thing is, I think it's about 5 years old, 5 to 7 years old. The other one I got is this one, and this is the black, and it was the pebbled black leather. And this one I think I got first in one order, first or second, and then I got this one. But this is just holding my cords and charging cords, and it's so soft right now. It's like, I've never really used it outside of storing things for my desk area, but I think this would be a really good pouch for your coins. So this was like the small one, and this was the large one. Now, the only thing that I'm worried about is the type of things I put in here, because if it's anything that has to do with like undyed leather, I know it will transfer because this leather is very moist and can mark up on other things. So I have to really pick and choose what I want to put in here. And I am thinking I would be putting mainly like maybe some of my stamp pads and my stamps, or I don't know, I'm kind of worried about my stamps. Maybe some other like pouches that I could put in here for journaling purposes. So I'm still trying to figure out what I want to use it exactly for, but I do want to take it with me and to give you a comparison of what it looks like against the Superior Labor. So there's that one, and there's this one. So it's slightly smaller in width, but it's just as tall. So it's not as wide. But I'm not quite sure if she actually does sell these still. I think she might have one like that has a bow on it, or at one point she had one that has a bow. But yeah, I mean, there's so many other makers that sell a really cute, simple design of a pouch in leather. What I can think of is Galen Leather and Chic Sparrow. There, and then Superior Labor, Baumkuchen, they have theirs too. What else? I have been using this, my Sojourner, which is the pocket in the Dallas leather, and I use it for this little accordion, and it fits perfectly. So I just put the accordion, this is a moleskin accordion, and it holds a lot of like stickers and little ephemera pieces, in here, but the cool thing is that I could put it in one of the strings and it has like its own little cover. And I actually use this to, if I'm not using any of the contents, I will use this to journal. So when you start a new journal, you always have one side that's a lot thicker than the other side, especially a smaller journal. So I use this to hold to help with my wrist. So my wrist isn't like being angled weird. And it's like the perfect size for my B6 Slim. So that's just another way I'm using it. And what else? All my other notebooks and my other B6 size planners that I had at the beginning of the year, I am not using. And it does make me sad that I'm not using it, but it is what it is. It just didn't work for me. I couldn't keep up with it. The ones I just showed you are the planners I've been able to keep up with and enjoy keeping up with. I did add this one to my lineup. So this is a A6 cover, and I have the Nami Cafe A6 journal, which has a lot of pages in it. And I'm just using it to jot down little things that may happen on random days. It's like little wins or just thoughts that either I didn't feel like I needed to share in my B6 Slim. So just things that go through my head and I just want to pick up a notebook and journal for just a few sentences. So nothing strict. There's no rules for this. It's just, it will sit on my desk right under my computer. And when I feel the need to write in something and I don't have something nearby, then I will pick this up and just journal. And believe it or not, it's nice to have one of those nearby. As for my traveler's notebooks, I am actively using these three, and one is mainly like for storage for the most part of like my stickers. And then I also have another journal that I've started and haven't finished, so I keep that there. This one has my super lightweight paper journal, which I need to finish, but it's just taking a long time. And also my 2022 documenting journal. So I need to catch up on this because I think, yep, this one ends in June and I need to pull out the new one for July. So that's what's in there. This thing is all chunky. And then last but not least, this is for documenting new inks and some new, some currently inked pens. So I need to catch you guys up and update this. And I will be doing that probably in the next couple of videos, if not in the next one. And then this is also where I document new inks that I get. So that's about it of what's going on with me. I want to be in my traveler's notebooks a little bit more, but for some reason I'm conflicted because I can't get away from my A5s. I can't get away from my A5s. I love the Hobonichi and I'm really enjoying my B6 Slim. It was a few years back where I journaled in a B6 Slim for about 8 months straight. I think it took me 8 months to finish a journal this big, and I was using it. I was like journaling in it every single day. I would have entries that were pages long, but because my handwriting, or because the dot grid in here is really small, I was really using as much of the paper as possible. Like my words were spread everywhere. I wasn't jumping around like I have been in some places here and there. So this is a really nice, thick journal to use, the Nami Cafe notes. They will last you for a long period of time. But Anyway, so I can't get away from my A5 journals, and so it kind of makes it a little bit difficult for me to constantly have one of these with me. I usually think about this after I fill out my A5 and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to work on my traveler's notebooks. That's just because I guess my A5s just come first. I started off in a bound journal, and then I went to traveler's notebooks, but it's just those bound journals that really make me excited. But I am glad that I have these in my collection. I have a system going between the notebooks in here. And then one last thing is this, and this thing is so cute. It's really pretty, and to be honest, I feel like it's a tad bit overpriced for what you get, but I am grateful that I was able to order this and afford it, and I'm glad I have it in my collection. So this is the orange, and it's not too far off from like an undyed. It's almost like a really worn in undyed. So here's a couple of undyed pen cases from Superior Labor. And this one's just, it may not be showing exactly to color, but this one is the orange. These two are undyeds. And it has a little bit of texture. It's not overly smooth. It has some texture to it. And I just love the fact that you can open this all the way and it will lay flat, or pretty close to being flat. And it has kind of a lot of room. I mean, you are a little bit limited in what you can add here, especially if you want your items to remain safe when they are up against each other. So fountain pens are kind of out of the equation when it comes to this case. I decided to put some of my Kita tapes because this is something that I will be taking with me when I'm traveling. And I have some tape, and then I have like a one of those, what do you call these? I don't know, the things you use for rub-ons. And then I have like an extra pen little pouch. And I guess I could even add something like this in here just to like protect a pen, to have those handy. So that's what I've been having here, on top of the fact that I think I'm going to include some more glue. And if I wanted to put washi, it just bulks up way too much. So like a washi tape, unless it's just one washi that I know I will always use, which is hard to pick from for me. But maybe some of even my tin cans that have like ephemera pieces I could put in there. Another thing I've been using is this for my Canon Ivy. So I do like my pocket printers, and right now I'm really enjoying my Canon Ivy. So this is pretty slim and it just fits in there, and then I know that I'll be able to put in the cord on the side, on the top, somewhere in there as well. And that's pretty much what I've been using this for here. This side, I decided to put these marker pens that I got from my father-in-law as a gift, and I decided to put it in here. There's different colors, and the colors are like 0.3, and this is just a brand from Amazon. It's just this micro tip pen, and then it has a little opening where you can see the pen and the nib. So they just kind of fit in here, and there was a lot in the package, so they all fit in here. So if you have other pens, you could really fit a lot of pens inside here. And then if I wanted to add something else like that is more flat, I could add it on top. So for instance, if I wanted to add that, I mean, I still have the space in between, and then I just zip it up like that. So this thing is really nice. I think what would make it just a little bit more perfect is having just a little handle that you could just hold and, you know, carry to put into your bag or to be able to grab out of your bag. It would be nice to have like just a little handle there. But other than that, this thing is actually really nice. And let me show you a size comparison to like when it's closed. Here's a Galen leather 6-case hard case box, pen pouch box, and this is Superior Labor. So just for comparison, it's still quite like a small pouch. And if I wanted to compare it to this one, this is the Chic Sparrow bag. And yeah, I mean, it's smaller than that. So I really like it. I like how it has the interior with additional compartments that you can keep your items separated and then safe, in that it opens up flat. But I mean, I don't know. I think it probably would have been nice if it were a tad bit bigger. That's what I was expecting it to be, a little bit bigger, but it still works. I'll have to see how it works when I'm actually traveling and trying to use all of my stationery that I take with me. And that is about it. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Again, this was just kind of a ramble, an update, kind of like a quarter, mid-year update, what I'm using and what I plan to be using for the rest of the year. Anyway, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.